Welcome to the IG. My name is Macky Hall, and I usually don't do videos on changes in applications. Not my game. That being said, with Illustrator's 2023 rollout, they came out with a game-changing feature. It's called Intertwine. Now here's what Intertwine does. It takes two shapes and allows them to wrap around or intertwine with each other. Big deal, you say, but this is a feature that I've been waiting for a long, long time. And while it totally invalidates at least one of my videos, maybe more, it is totally worth having. So in this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of Intertwine and then let you take it from there. We're first going to combine two simple shapes. Then we're going to level it up by combining two grouped shapes with a stroke. Then we're going to combine a complex grouped shape with letters with effects to see how it does there. And then finally, we're going to take a simple stroke and combine it with one single letter and show you how it works there. All right, let's check out what this new tool can do. Our first shape is going to intertwine two simple shapes. Notice the first shape is an ellipse, and then the second shape is actually a grouped shape. Those are three circles intended to make the ring. Now, anytime you're going to work with multiple shapes composing a single shape, group it together. Check out what happens. First thing I'm going to do is click and drag across my shape. Next thing I'll do is go to Object, Intertwine, select Make, and then all I need to do, once my Intertwine lasso comes up, all I need to do is click and drag around the areas that I'm going to be intertwining. Click, release, grab our selection tool, deselect. There you go, it's that easy. From here, notice that our shapes have been grouped together so that they now act as a single shape. I'll deselect. Now all you need to do is edit your shape and add it into your final art. Now what about more complex shapes? Now notice our ellipse or our planet is a series of grouped shapes, and our rings are similar to our previous example. Now the main difference here is not only are both shapes grouped, but they both have a stroke. Take a look how Intertwine handles them. All I need to do is click and drag across both of my grouped shapes. Next thing I'll do is I'll select Object, Intertwine, Make, and click and drag around the parts of your shapes that you want to intertwine. I'll release. Let's grab our selection tool. Let's deselect. And there you go. Once again, all you need to do is edit your shape and add it to your final artwork. Now, what about combining a grouped shape with type, with strokes and effects? Again, that's no problem. I'll select the type to demonstrate that it is, in fact, type. I'll deselect. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to intertwine our shapes so that at first our jet stream will appear in front of the C, but behind the A and the P. Check out how easy it is. First thing we're going to do is, once again, we'll select our combined shape. Next, we'll hold our Shift key, we'll select our type. And then once again, we'll go to Object, Intertwine, and Make. Once again, all I need to do is click and drag around the shapes that I want to intertwine. Again, I'm dragging around the A, and I'll drag around the P as well. I'll release, grab my selection tool, I'll deselect, and take a look. That's exactly what we want. Notice that, again, the jet stream appears in front of the C and behind the A and the P. What if we want to edit that intertwine so that our jet stream appears in front of the P but still behind the A? Piece of cake. Once again, all we need to do is click and select our combined shape. Again, Intertwine groups shapes once they've been intertwined, and then go back to Object. We'll select Intertwine, and this time we'll select Edit. Once we've got that selected, all we need to do is click and drag around the foot of our P and the jet stream. Grab our selection tool, we'll deselect. There you go, that's exactly what we're looking to do. Now, what if we wanted to release our intertwine? How hard is that? Not a problem at all. All we need to do is, with our selection tool still selected, all we need to do is select our grouped shapes. Let's go back to Object, Intertwine, and Release. We'll deselect. There you go, back to where we started. Now in this case, I'm going to undo that because I really liked my final intertwine. Deselect once again and check it out. Let's take a look at our last example. This time around, we're going to intertwine a stroke and a single text character. Can we do that? Not a problem at all. Again, with our selection tool selected, all we need to do is select our line segment. Then we'll hold our Shift key. We'll select our type shape just like that. Next, we'll select Object, Intertwine, Make. Now, before we go any further, what I want to do is I want to intertwine our two shapes so that the line stroke goes behind the S at the top and again behind the S at the bottom. Let's go. First thing we're going to do is we'll click and drag around both of our shapes at the top. We'll release. And then let's go to the bottom and let's do the exact same thing. We'll drag across both shapes at the bottom. We'll finish where we started. We'll grab our selection tool. Let's deselect our shape. You've taken a couple of simple shapes, again, a line segment and our text shape, and made a really interesting looking logo. So there you go. Can't wait to see what ideas creatives come up with using this effect. If you have any questions or comments, of course I want you to like my video, and of course I want you to subscribe. But beyond that, if you want to check out more of my videos, click right up here. And if you want to check out my most recent or perhaps most relevant video, right there. We'll see you next time. Peace. You still here? Come on, click.